Welcome to our second odd family word today. Would you please get out your odd family word book? And remember, if you think of any odd family words during the week or in the future, remembering to write down on the cover. I have one that I have in my mind that I'm going to write at the end that we're not going to be writing about, but that could go on the cover in the odd family words. Okay, before we get started, we are going to need a few different colors today. Kindergarten red, first grade orange. We're not going to need second grade yellow, but we are going to need third grade green today. So kindergarten red, first grade orange, third grade green, of course, purple punctuation, pencil, and your space bar. Those are the tools you'll be needing with, of course, your word family book. And we are ready to go. Okay, so looking at the cover, let's say our word family together. It's the odd word family. Turning to the first page, our word yesterday was the word cod, right? Our sentences: they look at the water, a cod jumps up and back down. Seeing our ack family word there, back. And then you drew a picture of a codfish jumping up, or maybe going back down. You decided what the background or the setting would look like in your picture. Before you turn the page, would you please read these two sentences twice to yourself, getting practice with those first grade words and that ack family word. And then when you have finished that, if you need to press pause, and when you finish that, let's get ready on our next page. You know the drill. Odd family at the top. Line across the middle. That means that you are ready for your odd family word. Okay, your book should look like mine. And then once you have finished choosing a color for your first word or first letter in your odd family word, I'm going to choose purple today. So choosing marker or crayon. And then we are ready to go. Okay, so our odd family word for today is a word or is a tool that you could use when you're fishing. It's also a material or something they use when building. So sometimes you'll see this word when you're building things, like building buildings or building sidewalks or building other, like something to do with cement. A lot of times when you're putting cement down, you'll see these materials. And then, but most of the time you hear this word thinking about fishing. An odd family word thinking about fishing. I'll give you a hint. The first letter in this word is this letter. Did you get that letter? What letter is that? An R, right. Odd. Odd. Rod. Rod. A rod is a thing that you use when fishing. Sometimes you see rods being used in building. They might be something that's underneath cement to help the cement stay together. Or when you're building things, they might have a rod somewhere to help give it support. Those are two ways you might hear the word rod. Okay, so choosing your color and writing the first letter, which is in R. You got it? Odd. Rod. Okay, then pencils and space bars are out and ready to go for our two sentences today. I'm going to use my marker just so it's easier for you to see. Our first letter is a kindergarten word. It's the word I. I. And our next word is our third grade word that we're underlining today. It's kind of a longer word, but we're gonna sound it out together. We'll work through it together. It's the word learned. learned. The first letter we need is a L. Right, an L. An L. And the next two letters, it sounds, if you sound spell this word, you would say L, L, R, right. But between the L and the R are two vowels. The two vowels are an E and an A. So L, E, A. Would you please write those two vowels after your L? And then we have that R. Mm-hmm. N. We spelled the word learn. If we say I learn, that would be it's happening right now, but we're saying I learned, adding that ED, remember from yesterday, believe. Oh no, we did I look. I was thinking they looked, but that wasn't the, oh, jumps. I was thinking about jumps. We said jumps, that's happening right now. Jumped would be it happened in the past. I learned, we need that ED at the end to tell us it was in the past. So adding that suffix or the ending, changing the ending of the word to make it in the past. Nice job. We just spelled out a third grade word together. I learned. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters in that word. Nice work. Okay, I learned how. First grade word we've seen maybe once or twice. H. I don't think I can fit it in, so I'm going to do my space bar underneath. H. Ow. Do you remember the two letters that make the ow sound? Right, there's a vowel and a W. O, W. Ow. O, W. So we need an H, O, W. The O, W makes the ow sound. How. Okay, I learned how to, we know how to do that word's, of course, space bar. To, I learned how to, ooh, another third grade word. This word, thinking about the word rod, remember I said rod can be often heard when you're talking about fishing. I learned how to fish. What letter? F. I. Sh. What two letters make the sh sound? S-H. F-I-S-H. I learned how to fish. Purple period. Wow, there's 2 third grade words in that sentence. Nice work. Next word is a kindergarten word. You. You know how to spell you. Of course, we need a capital Y because it's the first letter in our sentence, our first word. You use. First grade word you. S, right? And if we just left it like this, what would this word say? Us, right? Right, we know that word us. But we're trying to make the word use. What letter do you think we need to put at the end there to make the word use? Right, that silent E. It makes the vowel turn into a long vowel or say its name. Use. We hear that U is saying its name. Use. So we add that E at the end. You use a, of course, space bar. A. rod. We know how to spell that word. You use a rod The next word, ooh, a little bit longer of a tail with my D. I'm going to change that. You use a rod with, you've heard this word before, W is a first grade word. I. What makes that phoneme or that sound, that ending sound? TH, you got it. I use a rod with a, we know that word. Ooh, look, my A's are right on top of each other. You use a rod with a hook. H. What makes that ooh sound? Ooh, ooh, ooh. We see it in this word. Oh, wait. We see it in this word that we did yesterday. Right. Look and hook are a rhyme pair. So that means that we need the ending O, K, right. Just like look, but with an H at the beginning. Okay, that's it. Purple period. And then it's time for reading through together. I learned how to fish. That means it happened in the past. You use a rod with a hook. Kindergarten read. Finding those kindergarten words. Oh, interesting. I found the same number of kindergarten words that there were yesterday in our cod family word, or cod word from yesterday. I, 1, 2, you, 3, a, 4, a, 5. Yesterday we also found 5 kindergarten words. Okay, first grade orange. We saw a few first grade words we have seen before. The first one was the ow word. It's an ow family word. Do you remember what word that was? It's in the second line. How, right. Ow. We hear that ow family word. Underlining in orange. Our next word is the word that would look like us, or would sound like us if we didn't have that silent E at the end. Do you remember what word that is? Right, use. Because we have that E at the end, it's making the U a long vowel sound. Use. Oops. And the last one is the word that ends with the th phoneme. Do you remember what word that is? Right, with. Nice. Okay, we also need those 2 third grade words. Do you remember what the first one was? Right, it's this really long word. Learned. Underline with green. Learned. And our second one started with an F. Do you remember what word that was? Fish, right. Learned and fish are both third grade words. Okay, let's read it all together one more time. Now we have all our underlines. I learned how to fish. You use a rod with a hook. Nice. Okay, now I'm going to draw a rod, a fishing rod up here. You can draw your own rod, or you can follow along with me, however you would like to do it. Starting with my pencil, I'm going to draw a medium diagonal line off kind of to the side. This is the base of my rod. This is like the long part. You think about fishing, there's a long rod like this. I'm gonna draw like a handle at the end. That's where somebody would hold on to the rod. I'm just gonna draw like a rectangle like that to show that might be like a grip or something that somebody would hold on to while they're holding the fishing rod. And then usually on a fishing pole, there is a reel. That's the circular thing here that holds the string or the twine that is the long part that comes out of the fishing pole that has the hook at the end. So we're gonna draw a little circle here next to the handle. Has all of the string or the twine twisted around it so it doesn't get all tangled. Sometimes it still does. I believe that there's still a little wheel type thing on the fishing pole if you're fly fishing too. There's different kinds of fishing, different fishing poles. Okay, so now we need string or twine coming off the end here to show that we have our fishing twine. That's the part that's going off into the water. I'm gonna draw it kind of wavy like that, like it's being thrown out to the water. And then at the very end, we need this thing here. What was that we wrote? Rhymes with look. A hook, right. So I'm gonna draw a little hook. I'm gonna draw like a little flat thing first. That shows where it would tie to the end of the string. And then I'm just gonna make a little J. Like a, there we go. Here's my hook. So that's what you'd use to catch fish. I'm gonna draw also 2 little half circles to show, or 2 long skinny half circles to show the line is coming through the tip of the rod and going down here to the reel. It's called the rod and reel. This is where the twine or line is wrapped up. Okay, so there's my rod and my string and my hook. Now I would like you to add the details, maybe somebody holding this rod or some water and a fish or a bird maybe that's flying over. Maybe there's forest around. You decide maybe they're ocean fishing or maybe they're freshwater fishing in a pond or a river or a lake. So you are adding the details in the back. Okay, nice work today. I will see you tomorrow for our 3rd odd family word. Bye, everyone.